Hey there. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I don't actually have a plan for what my next adventure is going to be, and so my husband has actually set me a challenge. What I'm going to do is my husband has sent me a picture, and I need to find it in England. So I'm going to be using maps and using the photograph to figure out where my next adventure is going to send me. So if I show you what he has sent me, and it's this picture right here. Now, I've not looked at this picture before. He sent it to me and I've purposefully not looked because I just want to make sure that it's quite brand new to me, and I'm hoping I'll be able to find it. So, what do we have? Right, we can see here we've got sort of a ruin of something here. Obviously it's coastline. We've got some little boats. And this jetty here with these buildings on the edge, and the coastline seems to go further over here. I'm not sure where this is off the bat. I don't know. Never seen it before, so I'm thinking it's going to be fairly local to where I am on the south coast of England, so it's not an enormous disappear off into the distance adventure. So from this, it looks like we've got a ruin on a cliff top of some sort. And this looks like a private garden with a bench and a washing line. Is that a washing line? I don't know. So we've got a coastline, a couple of little boats, an outcrop here with buildings. And this section here is kind of making me think that it's Dorset countryside. It's just giving that vibe to me. It's giving me Studland area, or the Isle of Purbeck. So let's have a dive in. No, it's not Birmingham. It's giving me a deep dive. So let's have a look. So here is Dorset, pretty much like that, goes like this, and the Isle of Purbeck is this section down here. If I zoom in, so this is the Isle of Purbeck all around this section. It's not actually an island, they just call it that. So let's take a look. Dancing Ledge, not sure. Overall point, Swanage, absolutely beautiful. Bay, let's get this on. So I've sped up a few sections of this because it took me quite a while to figure out where we were going to end up, but I started off with looking around the Dorset coast, which is what I thought it was originally. Lulworth is absolutely beautiful, Lulworth Cove. It's only one of two in the world that is this shape, that's shaped like a shell. Absolutely beautiful place, but not the right thing we're looking for. Durdle Door is absolutely famous. Piece of cliff here with the hole cut through it. Absolutely beautiful place, but not what we're looking for. Weymouth, possibly. Oh, we've got a fort. Let's have a look. So we've got a pier, which might have something on the end, might have something on it, and then coastline or things behind it. So let's have a look and see what this looks like. All right, well, it's old. Is it a ruin though? This looks a little bit more craggy, but it's giving the right kind of vibes though. There we go. This is kind of more of a side-on view. Okay, right kind of idea. Weymouth's got some really fun stuff on it. This is the Isle of Portland over here, which sticks out into the sea. So we've got another fort, Breakwater Fort. I don't think so. Not sort of wreck and ruin. Well, I've gone into Google Earth to see if I've got any better images. That's lovely, but it's not what we're after. Might have to add that to another adventure. Who knows? In this section, I look further on from Weymouth along the Jurassic coast. This piece here is Lyme Regis, and if you're interested in anything to do with Lyme Regis itself or fossil hunting, then check out my other video that I've made. I'll put a link in the description. And from here I start second guessing myself and moving back along the Dorset coast towards Hampshire and the Isle of Wight. And that's Southampton and across to Portsmouth. Where else could we be going? Like I said, to have this cliff here, unless I've missed something really, really obvious. Please don't come for me. Well, let me know in the comments, how long did it take you to figure out where this is? Did you know from the start? Let me know, because I'm feeling a little bit lost at the minute. Yeah, because it's this. Sorry, the picture for me is behind the camera. So it's this area over here that's kind of getting me, really. It's so we've got a sort of spit of land there with a building on it, could be something, and then this cliff that really does look like Dorset hillsides. So at this point I decide to continue trusting my gut that is the Dorset countryside in the background, and I head back over towards the Weymouth area. I've just got plenty of things sticking out into the city, but you know, there's not sort of house shapes on them. Let's have a look. Let's check them out a little bit better. That's a bit more of a big barn. That's a funky fort. Lots of sea defences, primarily to stop it washing away at the moment, because you know, no naval battles going on at the moment like there used to be. Ooh, hold on, that's looking better. That's better, isn't it? Let's try and line that up. Yeah, I think we've got our spot with the lower roof, then a slightly higher roof in that direction, and then changing direction to this one. Yeah, I knew it was round this. I knew it was Dorset. Knew it was Dorset. So where do I have to go? So let's put that in the distance. That's our thing. So what's across? Is it really close? Have that in the background. Ooh, these people's houses. Ooh, ooh, what are you? Ha, that's looking right, isn't it? Oh, we've even got our little rock out to sea over here, haven't we? Little rock here, little rock here. This is the place. But what is this place? So let's have a look. What have we got? Sandsfoot Gardens. Let's go back to traditional map now I know where I'm headed. Sandsfoot Castle. There we go. Not quite as far out along the coast, within the Weymouth area. I'm going to Weymouth. It is Sandsfoot Castle. Right, let's get going. Okay, fair disclosure. I recorded the first half of this video back in January. And anyone who's been in the UK in January 2026, you know the weather was absolutely foul for at least 6 weeks. So just waiting for the diaries to align a little bit. It's now the end of April and I'm finally being able to go over to Sandsfoot Castle. So let's head over there now and let's show you around. Okay, so I've parked up in the street which runs along the edge there. It's free parking all day as far as I can tell. Just be careful of some white lines and things like that for access. But yeah, so let's go to the gardens. There's no footpath on this road, so you've really got to be quite careful. This is Sandsfoot Gardens and Sandsfoot Castle beyond. Let's take a look. Absolutely gorgeous. The perfect, lovely time to visit, apart from the wind. Hope you can hear me okay. Apart from the wind, the flowers are all out in bloom. And a gorgeous view out to Portland as well. I've done a previous video about Portland and an absolutely fantastic former quarry, which is now a sculpture park. So check that video out. I'll put a link in the description below for that one if you're interested. Yeah, what a place. mean, look at it, it's gorgeous. What a place. I'm going to watch my footing. I'm walking on the top of on a little bit of a hill here. If you can see bubbles, there's a family just here that are blowing some bubbles. The wind just found me. Oh, well, that's a shame. It's closed off. Apparently in 2012 there was National Lottery funding that put in walkways and things for people to be able to walk around. And now, unfortunately, about a year later, it was discovered that it was just structurally unsound, so we're not allowed to go in, which is a real shame. Got some gentlemen working on the site at the moment who got permission to go in to be able to do electrical works, but apparently it's taken them a long time to get that permission, so definitely don't want to go against their license. But yeah, so I'll just have to use my long pole and see what footage I can get on the end of it. So from the pictures earlier on, over this way we've got the view of the three, what look like little houses, but I'm not entirely sure what that is. It's really lovely and gorgeous, gorgeous views over to the hills over there. Forms part of the Jurassic Coast, and you've got more of it the other side of Weymouth as well. If you want to go fossil hunting, that way is a really good bet if you can get down safely to the sea. If you want to see more on that, have a look at my Lyme Regis video. Being absolutely blown away by the wind. It's genuinely making me fall backwards. Oh, wow. Yeah, I wanted to put my hood on anyway. What a spot. Don't blame them building a castle or a fort here. Well, the seagulls are not having to flap today. Maybe I should flap and get on and see where I end up. If I can launch myself off this hill, you never know. Certainly if I was into paragliding, I don't think I'd need any assistance today. I would certainly fly off into deepest, darkest Dorset. Okay, so I'm off to go and see if I can find where the original photo was taken that my husband used. And I'm going along this coastal path up here, so I'm going to see if I can find it. Be good if I can. One thing I have found is this. Can anyone let me know what it is? Because I have no idea. It's clearly Henry VIII and some kind of fortress. Not sure why he's crying or what 2,000 metres has got to do with anything. If you can let me know, please do. Well, I can't recreate the exact shot, but this is as close as I can possibly get to the original. This wind is quite incredible. To the original, looking that way. What do you think? Did I do a good enough job trying to find it? I didn't expect to be on the beach today. I knew I was coming to the coast, but I didn't know I'd actually be able to come down onto the beach. So it's really lovely. Stunning. Well, what an absolutely gorgeous place to have an adventure. I'm so happy that my hubby chose to bring me here. I had absolutely no idea that this existed. It absolutely fits into one of my favourite periods of history, the Tudor period. So that's incredible to see yet more amazing architecture, and I'm glad it hasn't completely disappeared into the sea. If you like this kind of content, then please do give it a like. Leave a comment down below. Have you ever been here before? Do you have a challenge for me? Is there somewhere else that you'd like me to visit anywhere in the south? That would be absolutely incredible. Right, I think it's time to get out of this wind. I'll see you on my next adventure. So until next time.